Hello, watchers from the ether. I am everyone's favorite Obsidian Mage, the Red Lantern Superman. I have recently been playing Metaphysical, a ghost hunting game that seems very interesting and I feel has a lot of potential. The one issue is it is very rough at the beginning and is very bad to new players. Not only does it throw you into the deep end, it didn't even fill the pool with water and just lets you crash to the bottom. But I'm hoping to do this quick little guide to try and help anyone who's starting this game. I'd like it to get a decent chance, and I'm hoping just because it's in early access and hasn't done a good tutorial or a good explanation will help. The company has put up like a detailed 30-page book on a guide on how to play the game at the start. I'm hoping to condense that and just make it easier. So, enough with me talking, let's get to the game. So, when you start, you're going to be out in the middle of nowhere with a car. This is actually the lobby. Do not think you're in the middle of a hunt or anything or something has gone wrong. I know most ghost games put you in a room or a building. You are a hobo on the streets. Like, that's just how it is. You can buy a place from this guy who...
I spotted a property where we can operate more efficiently from. It'll only cost you 2,000 bucks.
Yep, 2,000 to get it. Now, as you see, I have everything, but the game does not actually let you start with everything. It chucks you a bunch of money, and you have to decide what you want to get. And then there's stuff that unlocks later on as part of leveling up. But let us go to the journal quickly. Ignore me, I just did a hunt. I will actually go to a nightmare quickly. So this is the ghosts. Yes, there is a lot of them. Or the monsters, I should say. Here is all the items. I wouldn't bother with this until you get enough clues. At expertises, you unlock more hints about the demon, but you don't need to worry about that at the start. Here's the important one. Now, there's going to be 5 names listed here that I'll show you when we're in the actual game. Oh. But this only applies for certain stuff. So you're going to be given the option of a shovel, petrol, salt, and a lighter. If you've watched Supernatural and ghost hunting games, yeah, sometimes you need to burn the body. That only applies to some ghosts. I made the mistake of thinking you have to do it in every mission. Only some ghosts need the body burnt. And the way you know which body is you're going to be given a grave site in every map. You have to find papers with names. There'll be 5 papers. 3 names means that's the person that's haunting the place. Now, 5 pieces of paper only comes up if you need to burn the body. If you're facing a ghost that does not need to have the body burnt, you will actually not find 5 pieces, and that's actually part of the clues. Now, quick skip to the items. Cutting out as much as I can just to make things shorter for you guys. Not all the items will be unlocked, as I said. At level 1, you will have the flashlight, the EMF, the thermometer, shovel, petrol, or I think it's Americanized in this, petrol, lighters, ghost box, salt, chalk, and the motion sensor. The first thing I recommend buying, I believe you'll start off with $700, is the flashlight. The flashlight in this is really good because it's the flashlight and the black light. The next thing will probably be the basics. I will go with motion sensor, EMF, thermometer, and ghost box. And I'll explain why. We'll get to a hunt and I'll show you. So let's get to the screen. You go to the car. Oh. Left click to pick up stuff. G to drop stuff. If you drop them in the boot here, they'll just return into the spot. So where is it? Shovel goes in. Torch goes in. That's empty. If something's empty, that's a normal drop. That's also empty because I just used salt. That's the camera. It should be under there. So you need to make sure that when you drop stuff in here, it slots in. If you die, anything in your trunk stays with you. Anything on you, you've lost and have to rebuy. So that's a big sort of important thing about this. But trunk's pretty cool. I've got the lot. You click here to go to the shop. You click that to go to the shopping menu. So there'll be a little book here. That's how you go shopping. Let's get rid of the petrol tank. You go up to the car, choose a mission. So, here, if you look at the photo, you'll see that there is Salisbury Street Small. That's the size. And at the bottom left, difficulty, Rookie, Hunter, Winchester. I'm going to stick to Rookie. I'm by myself and I haven't played this game much. I would avoid medium and huge at the beginning, and you'll see why. So let's go to a small one, click let's go, and we should go to the loading screen. Now, oh, that was pretty quick. Spacebar to go in. So, middle of nowhere, we got our car. So, I'm only going to use level 1 items for this. And then I'll go through the levels if we need to, and what you can get. So, hopefully you've gotten the torch. You click on it to pick it up. Scroll wheel. Click the right to use it and change it. So, light and black light. I usually go motion detector because that's very easy to use. EMF and thermometer. Now, I'm not going to use the items just yet. I'm going to show you what's the best thing to do at the start. If you click J, you'll see the 5 names, as I said. Unfortunately, you will not have all the items to analyze every ghost, and you will not have every items to exercise a ghost. So at the very beginning, you may not even be able to work out what it is. The key thing you want to do at the beginning is there are 3 artifacts to look for, and identify the name. So we'll do that first, then I'll start the actual ghost hunting, just to give you an example of sort of pure start from the beginning sort of thing. So house, lights. Lights can pop if you open too many. You've got to check drawers. There is a little bit of a graphics issue with this game, but hopefully they will fix that in later updates. Not all the drawers work, so you got to just check. I turn off the lights when I'm done with the room. Artifact. So that's artifact 1 found. Ghost is going to be doing stuff around the place. Drawer, nothing. Oh, so there's a piece of paper. That's what it looks like. You click on it. Max Lenhart. So you exit. You tick 1 for Max. And there'll be a tick, if you can see that red tick at the bottom left from where we're facing, which will be the top right of the page. That means you've checked that book. So we've gotten 1 page and 1 artifact. And there's artifact 2. So you just explore, find the artifacts, try and get the name of the ghost. That would be very much the starting grind. You can't do much more than that, because you may not even be able to afford to buy all the items. So that 700 will not get you all the level 1 items. Oh, so we've got all the artifacts. Let's click that. Let's go in here. Draw. So let's turn on the lights. Where are the lights? There they are. Oh, if you're using something in your offhand, T is to use the torch in the offhand. I should have probably done that first. I got ahead of myself. But we're all having fun here. Okay, not... That's... Oh, okay, so we haven't found much pages. So I don't know if I'm just... Oh, nope, there's one. Peter Roch. Put a tick to Peter Roch. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Another one. Oh no, that is... Hold on. Let me change to something else. Okay, so there's 2... Alright. 2 Peter Roches. Now, barring me missing some pages, which may happen, there is no burn the corpse one here. So let's turn this off, put the torch on, go to the start, and I'll explain the second thing you can do in the game. Now, I'm going to assume you are able to get all the level 1 stuff. Or you have them, or you're working with part of them. I'm going to show you all of them for any which combination you have chosen to pick. But hopefully if you're watching this video, you'll see what they all do, and you can sort of calculate the way you want to do it. So first thing I like to do is the motion sensor. This is the easiest device to use in the game. You find a spot on the wall, right click to put it. Anytime something that can interact with it goes through it, it'll beep. So I'll give you an example. Let's turn that off. It'll beep and it'll make a light. That was me. If it does happen, you tick this. So all you really need to do is just leave that here and listen for the... There we go. Spirit. Use that. Next thing is thermometer. This one you just need to walk around. You do not need to do anything. You just right-click to turn it on, walk around the house. If it'll turn yellow and beep for cold spots, it'll turn red and show negatives for negative temperatures. So there is cold spots and minus degrees. If it turns yellow without negative degrees, it's normal cold spots. If it goes red, Ghost is playing with me. But yeah, you just walk around the house with this. Same with the... Oh. Okay. Again, EMF has 2 modes. Just 1 to 4 dots, and then EMF 5. Ooh. Can we get 5? Do we have 5? Nope. Oh. Come on. Can we get to 5? Do we have 5? Nope, down to 2. Oh. So, when things go blurry like this, that means your sanity is low. You just need to exit the house. I haven't worked out how the sanity system works. I'm assuming you interact with the ghost or it interacts with you. It starts blurring it. But yeah, so we didn't get cold spots. We did get EMF, but not EMF 5. So you just tick them in like normal. That leaves us with Poltergeist and Domiogo. But we won't do that yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside, grab this. Because remember, if you die, anything outside of the trunk goes with you. So it's best to not bring in too much stuff, and it's best not to drop them on the floor. You do want to sort of return them to here. Like that. You usually keep the torch. What haven't we done? So, video camera, ghost box. Now, I've got the sound turned off, so I'm not really going to... It's not really going to hear me. So, video camera. Don't use the torch, you can't see. You right-click to put it on your face. It's awkward to walk. But what you're looking for is a floating orb. A solitary floating orb. No tingly ones, no bunch of them. It'll just be like an orb, like, traveling across line of sight and then moving around and up the stairs. As if, like, the ghost's heart is glowing. I don't think this is an orb one. Actually, let us check. Poltergeist does need orb and ghost box, and Demiogo is just the 2. So if we don't find anything else, it's a I'm probably mispronouncing that. Domovoyo, or Voyi, whatever. But what I'll do is, you go to the flashlight, you close a bunch of doors for fingerprints. It'll open and close doors on its own and turn on lights. When you hear one open or close, rush to it to see if the fingerprints are on it. I was downstairs, but I'll do this anyway. So you do something like that. Nope, it didn't. Upstairs. Okay. So, I don't know how 100% or not it is, or how long they last, but I'm seeing no fingerprints, so I'm pretty solid about that. Let's turn this on quickly. You should see that if it's opening and closing doors, you should see the orb doing it, if there is orbs. But that is not 100%, I don't think. But that is how to do fingerprints. This is how you do the camera to look for orbs. Let's go check it out just in case I was wrong. Nope. It's gonna open one now. I'm trying to close the door, yeah. It's very awkward because your depth perception with the camera isn't proper. But I think that's pretty much done. I'm going to step outside and let my sanity recover. Alright, ghost box. That'll be the next one we do. Turn it on with right. Now, you can use the speaker. I've turned off the speaker so I can talk to chat without getting attacked by 100 ghosts. There is Q and E. Q opens up the general dialogue. Jesus, God, is to trigger a hunt. Where are you? How old are you? What is your name? Are you male or female? Is to talk to the spirit box. Show yourself and give us a sign is the general just trying to get clues and hints and stuff out of the ghost. I wish they had sorted this in a way that it's like the ones that work with one are together, these two are together, but maybe swap this with show yourself and have the right side be the spirit box, left side be the rest. If you press E, this is how to use the exorcism book. If you're not using the speaker, you just go read the first one, read the second one, read the third one, read the fourth one in order while holding the book. But that's for later. So we go in.
Where are you? How old are you?
Just keep asking it stuff.
Male or female?
It won't always prompt. Big thing I recommend about ghost games is the clues might not always show themselves immediately. You may need to do a couple of runs of stuff.
What is your name? Are you male or female?
Alright. That is how to use every basic level 1 item. Now, you may be where I am now. You've done a bunch of stuff. You've done a bunch of stuff, but you don't have half the tools or the other half, and you couldn't do some of it. If that's the case, put in the name you have, take a guess. As long as you have the 3 artifacts, you leave. Because at the start, you're grinding. Because what you're going to get for level 2, at level 2 you get the holy water, which I haven't actually used yet because I haven't fought anything for it. You get the holy water and you get the camera. Actually, I used the camera. I shouldn't have used the camera. Camera comes at level 2. So when you start the game, you cannot do orbs. You just cannot do orbs. Yeah, so I'll treat that we did the video camera as part of level 2. So level 2, you will get the camera and the holy water, but at the beginning, you're not going to have access to orbs. You're only going to have partial access to EMF, temperature, voice box, and motion sensor. So probably your first part will be to grind till you get all the clue finding ones, then grind to get the shovel, petrol tank, lighter, and salt. Now I'll show you how to do that even though this mission doesn't need me to do it. So you grab your shovel. Do I have nothing else? Yep. Salt, petrol tank, lighter. Nope. I meant lighter. Lighter. Oh, I have too much stuff. So drop, pick up lighter. Alright. So shovel out, torch, go to the grave. I'm just going to do it to any grave, but that doesn't matter. I believe. No, it's not this way. It's... Oh! So the house across the road and this one are part of the same map. You only get one house. And down the road there should be a cemetery somewhere, I believe. Oh no, this is a different one. You go around. Yeah, finding the cemetery on the map is important when doing the ghost one, but not like drastic. But once you memorized all the maps, you're fine. So let's just do... Actually, who was it had the most? Screw it. Let's do Peter. Peter. So click. So you shovel. Right click with the shovel. Don't turn off the shovel. Right click again to open the grave. Scroll up to the salt. You'll see that little salt image vanishes there. Right click for the salt. Gas. Right click. You'll see it get wet. Lighter. And you just press G to drop. Now if the spirit required this to kill it, it should be on fire right now and dying. Ghosts slide on fire when they die in this game. But yeah, that's how you do the grave. You can drop the salt and drop the gas tank. I don't like using that word. I'm going to stick to petrol. And that's how you do the destruction of the body exorcism. I'm not going to go into too much detail on how to exercise everything, but since this is a level 1 spirit, I just thought I'd show people how to do the early stuff. And that's how you do the level 1 and technically level 2 with video camera. Holy water is used to defend against certain spirits. Now, let's see what we actually... Actually, I'll do that next. The other stuff you'll have is chalk. Chalk is at level 1. I will use a chalk quickly. I shouldn't have dropped the flashlight. That was smart. So, chalk is to do a pentagram. So you'll see, you right-click to draw the pentagram. Some spirits get caught in it, some spirits ignore it, some spirits need the carpet, which comes at level 6 to kill. So that's the pentagram with the chalk. You can leave... You don't need to just use salt to salt the grave. You can use salt to put around the house to defend yourself. I'm not sure if you need salt for the grave or not, because it just says burn. But I'm assuming this is following Supernatural's processes. If someone can correct me in the messages down below, leave a message. That'll be great. That's the Exorcism book. The Exorcism book is level 5. You've got the Hunter's Knife, which is level 6 with the carpet. Some ghosts require sake. Some ghosts are invisible, or you get a defense for being drunk. Sake is a level 4. And then there is the shotgun, which is here, level 3. I've had some bugs with the shotgun, but I hope they fix it. Katana. Certain ghosts can only die to katana. Certain ghosts can only die to the knife. If you played a ghost hunting game, you got it. And that is a rundown of all the stuff. The levels, the level you get it. But level 1 is basically just identify it as best you can. You might not be able to. If you do, take a guess. If not, aim for the names. Aim for the artifacts. So, you know what? Let's actually exercise this ghost while we're here. So I'm fairly sure it's not a poltergeist because we got nothing there. Demiovo, a domestic spirit originating from Eastern Europe. He likes to play tricks and can be harmless. Nevertheless, you should be on your guard because the Demivoyo is always concerned about the integrity of the house. He will defend it to the death if need be. This creature can only be seen if you get drunk before. Alright, so he is invisible unless we are drunk. So, he dies... Oh, I should have said... He dies by the knife. Okay, so... Pick up... Do I have anything in my hand? Nope. Pick up... Nope, knife. Knife. Pick up the sake. So my suggestion here is... Take a swig. I'm glad we actually got a sake one. Pull out the knife. Nope, the knife. Yes. You're going to be drunk when you drink. I kind of like this as the game. Alright, so I'm going to turn on the light. Now, most of the time you need to trigger the hunt. So just yell...
Jesus.
Not angry yet?
God.
Still not angry.
Jesus.
So just
God.
keep doing it until... Yep. No. Oh, you bastard! Standing right in front of me. If they touch you, you get wounded. You have health based on your difficulty level. Otherwise, stabby stabby. That's it. We exorcised the ghost. So we did choose... We're guessing it's Peter. I do not recommend driving while this inebriated, but the game doesn't really have a distinction. I'll put everything in the trunk. I just chuck everything in just to have it safe. I do recommend taking some stuff in, using them, putting them back. Do not keep rinse and repeating. Let's end the mission. So as you can see, you get 5 points for getting that clue right. This is points. Everyone keeps thinking it's EMF 5 or EMF... No. So this is just the money / experience. Obviously, we found EMF. We didn't see 5. No cold spots, therefore no freezing. If you don't have any cold spots, you won't have freezing. If you don't have EMF, you will not have 5. So if you don't get the first one, you can cancel out the second one quite easily. We did get motion detecting. None, none, none. So we had the name correctly. We had the type correctly. Difficulty rookie. I forgot to write it in the book. Do not forget to do that. Before you end the mission, make sure you check to see that you've ticked it in the book. I keep doing this. I would have got money for identifying it, but if we were playing without my extra items, because obviously you wouldn't have had Saki until level 4, and you wouldn't have had the knife until level 6. So technically we would have had this, we would have known the name, and we would have had the artifacts. So you would have only really gotten 45 plus these 5, and maybe even not all of those. No, you wouldn't have motion detector in level 1. So yeah, the start is get as much of these as possible. Try and get the name. If you get all 5 names, if you get all 5 pages, burn the corpse of the one with the names. You'll only get 3 and 2 false ones. So as soon as you see 3 of a name, you're good. You can burn that grave. Do that because most of the time, if you have all 5, it is just to counter the creature eliminate. Some need you to burn the body and do something else, but you might as well take the risk to get the money. Otherwise, yeah, you got to start off, focus on artifacts, 3 artifacts a mission, focus on these, grind, get to level 2, get the motion detector. Once you got the motion detector, you have all the clue-looking ones, so you can do the analyze, but you can't do the hunt. There are some creatures that have the same clues, and you need to do the hunt to work out what it is. In that case, take a guess. And then just rinse and repeat, clues and artifacts, maybe do a burn, until you get to level 7 and you have all the items. Then you can go ham. Hello guys, and welcome back to the bunker. I'm just here chilling in front of the fireplace with Bobby over there, having a nice drink in the weird goblets. Just some changes that I learned after making the video is you can get 3 names of a person, even if you do not need to burn the grave. But if you do not find all 5 pages, then it's most likely that, yeah, you don't need to burn a body, so you can probably use that as a clue. Make sure you thoroughly check the house, though, before calling that. Second thing is, you use the salt on some things, you don't use the salt on other things, it'll tell you in the book. Again, I only found that out later. Fireplace likes to pop. Otherwise, thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, share. If you want to catch me live, Red Lantern Superman on Twitch. Otherwise, thank you, see you all, and please leave a message if you have something to add, or if there's something you want to learn. I'm happy to make new videos. I'm happy to do more videos on this game. I want to see some love for it. I appreciate you all. Take care, and bye!